afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast. With me, a host, Imperial Dane, Master of Propaganda, Heroes Reich, Defender of the Fatherland. We're off here to an exciting 1v1 on Langradskaya, here between Ihitto, fighting here for the Soviet Union, for the glory of Comrade Stalin, and the 210th Rifle Corps going up here versus Angreifen, Panzergrenadier Angreifen, fighting here for Germany, for das Reich, für Deutschland. For the 4th SS Panzergrenadier Division Polizei, we've got Festung Armor, we've got Mechanized Assault Elite Troops here versus Guard Motors, Shock Rifle and Shock Motor. So for the motorization, we've got a dual pioneers out here, by the way, all we're noting here for Angreifen, thus opting to grab more territory initially, then following up with infantry. We got a 2 contrast out there for Ihitto, no early buildings for him, so obviously opting for sort of more early firepower grabbing territory at the same time, which of course is what the Surge sort of do well. Grenadier here moving up. Meanwhile spreading up here with the pioneers as well, sort of trying to sort of not get pinned down in one spot, at least so seem. Of course, some players like to basically sort of go through here, and then move towards here, taking a bit of a roundabout path, grabbing a bit of territory there on the side, but not really sort of pursuing any deeper initial pushes down to the left. But why going up here, if I hit to make it a bit harder to mow here for the fuel point. Pioneers is securing a point. Grenadiers going there for the munitions. Looks like very much he might be going there. We go the roundabout. Grenadiers squad number 2 there on the way. 3rd conscripts there for Ihitto. So already there a lot more troops on the field than Angreifen. Angreifen on the other hand just don't sort of have more territory in that sense, and then sort of hope to follow up with firepower to stop his opponent. Advancing here, rather broad advance. In fact, looks like he's pushing up. He's a very broad advance there, with a weak left, but he's basically hoping there's nothing going to happen there. Sandbag's going epic. Good position, by the way. The way he's positioned, note, basically means it's going to be very difficult for, well, Angreifen to actually make use of it, since the victory point itself will be blocking for use of the cover. So I mean, that's actually a little trick you can do with sandbags also for the Oberkommando West. And American sandbags just place them along the point. That way your opponent will have a very hard, if not impossible, time actually using the sandbags. So, a little trick there, as you might notice here from Ihitto. Pioneers players here fighting versus country, got a lot of heavy push here, we've got an MD4 falling up. For him, we've got more guys moving from, but he's going to have a hard time here holding the cut-off. For the time being, the MD42 is soon on the way, but not quite. Grenadiers moving up, country taking some shots, Pioneers running away. Overpowered here, the Grenadiers are left to sort of deal with this, but again, they're themselves a bit outnumbered. Of course, one part of me might have suggested, you know, instead of going for the MD42 as the 3rd unit of the infantry company, instead get the 2nd one there to sort of help hold territory secure with the Pioneers, then add in some regular Grenadiers. Then you could even then, for example, after the 2nd Grenadier squad, add in a 2nd MD42. That way you'll have a sort of nice mix of mobility, assault and basic infantry. Sort of do a lot of things there if he wants to. MD42 here moving up, troops are reinforcing, preparing. Cut off there. Situation a bit nasty, got Sandbag going up here again. Good use then again, I'm noting more and more Serb players are beginning to make sort of more thorough use of Sandbags, which is nice to see. And as of course you're the one having to attack into it. Pioneers going to do here firing. No further unity on the way so far, of course, and the lack of manpower to do it. Almost got the conscripts there. Oh, there we go. Wipe there against Ihitto. That's definitely going to get a bit of a help there. A bit of a helping hand there for Angreifen and Deutschland. And gives a bit of trouble. They're getting focused on here, but they're out in the open. Good few shots there could leave Ihitto devastated. Got Pioneers moving up. We've got the infantry falling away there. Almost getting knocked out there. Conscripts getting suppressed. Pioneers flanking in there. In fact, I think they could actually move up straight up to the conscripts. Ooh, roaring into it. Oh, MD42 got cleared up. Dangerous situation. He's making a rush for it. Can he get it? Oh dear. This is terrible. Right here for Angreifen right off the bat. He pushed it a bit too far here, and his luck could not carry him. In this case, Ihitto basically saw the chance to make a break with it. One can already see the enthusiasm there. Dimitri Kangway. Look at this! I have MD42! His friend reminding him, no, Comrade Stalin has MD42. By the way, that was a pretty harsh situation there for Angreifen. That's definitely going to tell. He's getting another MD42 there. We got S-Mines going down here rapidly. Not bad. Would certainly slow down any advance there from Ihitto. if utilised properly. Take up there could be, of course, getting another MG42. There are a few options there. Considering the situation, the elite troops could work out quite well, I think, instead of maybe some of all those S-mine, for example. That way you could have stun grenades to help deal with the conscripts in sort of more specific confines. Another engagement here on the far left. Got mines going down there, in fact, very large minefield going around here. We got no engineers, so the mines movers fire heaters, that's going to help there. Might be, in fact, what he's capitalising on. In fact, right here, what he could also do is actually wire off this piece of cover so that Ihitto cannot utilise it. Either he needs to take out, though, maybe rush for a half-track and some Panzer Grenadier or a scout car, or he needs to get something. Oh, there we go, tech up. And so he can afford to hang around a bit more again, since he actually got a country squad early on, so it's not like he's going to put himself too far behind, because he still gave Ihitto in the process rather bloody nose. But probably not quite as bloody as some people might start calling him Rudolph. Concentrating about there. Got a large push going up here, in fact. Large push there, constantly in the way. MG42 with an engineer squad ready to flank up. Not bad, not bad. There go the MG42 stopping things up there. Two conscripts quickly stopped up. MG42 moving in here, coming under fire. Got from covering up the flank basically. Pioneers moving ahead. Almost done with the tech up there. Going for the fuel. We've got more mines going up. He's actually spending a lot of munitions on that. Spending a lot of munitions on that. Not bad, but we're getting engineers down the way. Could be, he might be getting a mine. We've seen this, of course. That means all of these munitions on the other hand could end up wasted, and could, for example, be best utilised either on, say, some light machine guns. Again, if you go went for elite troops, get some Jaeger upgrades, but also stun grenades. I mean, a good stun grenade in the right precision can actually do a lot. Sort of give you a bit boost early on, but also, for example, give a better chance of wiping a unit if you stun it at the right time. In this case, going to get overwhelmed. There we go. It is a swift minesweeper response. If that's all of these munitions, I mean, it could easily end up being for naught here for Angreifen, and apart, we would rather now see him beginning upgrading his troop. You know, flamethrowers would be a good move as well. Or light machine guns again, G43s and stun grenades, just something a bit in that direction. Still, he's managed to push forward. He's cut off some resources there from Ihitto, so it's not all bad. In fact, he's making a bit of a rush forward here. He's going straight for the next tier. Not entirely sure it's something I would recommend with this short of a tier 1 there. Even if he went for a second MG42, which of course, since he lost the other one, I'm not entirely sure that's something I'd be wildly confident in. Not two Grenadiers, two Pioneers, and an MG42. I think that's a bit too light to sort of really sustain a quick tier 3 rush. Though, of course, I could be proven wrong here by Angreifen. I could be proven wrong. A bit disappointed we didn't see any wire go off here, for example. There you go, grenades getting off some shots there. Quick route grenade here could do good, or a stun grenade again if he went for elite troops. Still no sign of reduction, in fact, from neither side. We got Contra rushing in, forcing up. There you go, Contra caught up front. We got a mortar there going off, the flammable incendiary demise. And we go catching the MG crew there, but it's just swiftly sitting right there. Good, good. Contra still some close. We got Pioneers. The Pioneers could actually close in and done a bit more damage. And there you go, yes, hit it. He doesn't quite have resource though to make the advantage of it yet. In part because he's getting cut off here constantly from his fuel. MG42 there in trouble. Let's hope he doesn't lose it again. MG42 hosing down the fascists. And he lost another MG42. Hopefully it will not be secured by the peoples of the Soviet republics. Again, the minefield here did a bit of nasty work there on the conscripts, leaving several of them rather wounded or dead in the grass. MG42 close to being lost. We got a mortar on the way now here for Angreifen. Looks like he's going for that. Alright. Could work out as well. Conscripts need to falling back, leaving here the MG42 to secure this point. He might want to shift it into something a bit more coverish, otherwise, I mean, it is rather exposed. Even with the larger crew there, the Soviets can put on an MG42. There we go, Grenadier up here for Angreifen. He's doing his best to basically deny a lot of resource. There he goes, shifting into heavy cover. Mortar would be good. Mortar would be good. MG4 shooting up here to cover against the Soviets advance. There we go, Conscript stopped here, taking heavy fire there from the Schweres Maschinengewehr. Shifting where the MG4 are worried about a Molotov. Grenadiers pinned down to the ground. We've got Grenadiers flanking in there by the looks of it. On the MG42 Pioneer engineers running on the mines. Quick wipe grenade here, and oh, lots of damage there. He might not actually be able to wipe the MG42 crew there with the veteran 2 Grenadiers. Can he do it? Can he do it? Yes, there we go. White. Mortifying now, not really hitting anything. Support armor core going up for Angreifen. If he can get back at here, he could actually probably secure himself a rather rapid panzer push. A quick Stug or a quick flag panzer could do a lot here, I think, versus Ihitto. Comes to the next problems. Meanwhile, though, further problems actually be on the horizon here for Angreifen, because Ihitto has not really had serious problems, at least not as serious problems with the fuel as Angreifen, and he's making a straight beeline here for a mechanized armor company, and maybe an early SM6 or an early Katyusha, which is well utilized, could actually cause quite a bit of harm here. But on the other hand, again, he's probably not expecting a support armor called rush from Angreifen on the hand, and a quick executed assault with that, maybe a flak panzer, could then say wreck any light early vehicles. This was a Katyusha. If it's a 6, he's going to have to rather bet on a Panther 4 though. Still, right now, I keep feeling that overall for the situation here for Angreifen, the Elite troops would really be the best situation. I mean, with the stun grenades and the D43, you do get a bit more sort of tactical flexibility versus your opponent. Stealing the MD42 away there. So, taking it back there from the Soviets. Pioneers here versus conscripts. The Pioneers are close, but they're not quite pulling it off. And there you go, cover destroyed, shattered. And we got a Katyusha there on the way, so Ihitto is adding in some slightly heavy artillery here than the mortar here that Angreifen is firing away with most merrily, though without really getting any hits off. Not gonna just cancel there briefly. And not a huge fan of that one. Again, if you go for a support armor core like that, stick to it. Don't, try to take back. Of course, you might be worried about a quick enemy armor rush, but even then, a part of me would say be better off still sticking to the support armor core until then. Of course, he does know that it's a mechanized armor company, in which case I'm pretty confident he could cancel that and just stuck to this, because that would all benefit him a lot more. Because he could have much faster, say, a Stug or a flak panzer out here. Horton being secured. Comes to the Soviet Organization charging forwards. MD42, what is he doing with that MD42? I'm guessing here Angreifen misclicked because he's quickly getting gunned down. Elite troops again in these quarters with a good stun grenade or some D43s, but there we go. Not D. Either way. Conscious there wiped. A small victory, but still, there's a chance to have the MD42 being handed out. Conscious, Organization's trouble. We've got the Katyusha moving ahead. The situation is looking rather rubbish here. Katyusha doing nothing. MD42 re-secured, handed back there by the Germans without actually getting off a single shot with the MD42. A bit of a shame there for Angreifen. Bit of a shame there. MD42 already back in the fight there versus fascism. Flying away there's got Pioneers trying to deal with it. Flamethrowers opening up there. Katyusha still not doing much. Might be he's waiting for sort of a confirmed chance to get off a lot of kills. I mean, he could fire in there blindly, but there might be nothing. On the other hand, if he realizes there's several troops are retreating back there, he could of course time it a bit better to then fire a rather devastating barrage straight into the base. It would certainly seem to be a very calculated move. That is in fact his intent, and a very mean calculated move. That's rather what war is about. Mean calculated moves. There we go, Katyusha moving ahead here. We got a mortar retreating, got Pioneers retreating. That looks like he might do it. Got a Pack 40 here up. Clearly he was worried about that, but he's about to have his, well, worry is dispelled and rather fresh set of worries created instead. Flying straight into the base here. First wave, then, oh good lord, the second wave annihilates both Pioneer units and the mortar and most of the medics. Devastating. He's down to 2 grenadiers and an MD42 right now. Absolutely devastating right there. It's practically a war crime. Either way though, the situation here has suddenly turned several shades of ugly for Angreifen here. As that Katyusha completely gutted him, leaving only with a few frontline units to basically sort of hold things up as he rushes back with the situation. We've got more Pioneers down the way, and that's definitely going to delay any armor solution, since a lot of manpower, of course, will have to be spent on that. Well, of course, he loses control again. M4 sitting up here, that position. That position. There you go, dealing with the conscript, but still going to get quickly pushed off there. The situation is looking rather scary there. And that certainly gave Ihitto a definite advantage compared to where previously. Now he'd still end up losing a consequence or two. Now he pretty much just cut through Angreifen like a sickle through wheat. Consequence moving up with the MD42 as well. How shall Angreifen overcome this except maybe... I mean, Stu could right now work up again with the Katyusha out. He knows there's been a lot of fuel expended on that. He could get the flak pans out here. He also knows there's pretty much only infantry. A flak pans would be very now, yes, very now, a new sort of word invented by me. No, nonsense. But could be used for some very devastating, well, tactics there versus Ihitto if used properly. He could cause a lot of casualties and maybe turn the tables back in his favour again, though it's going to be rather tricky there. Ihitto on the hand, he got resources. He could easily go for, well, T-35s, IS-2s or IS-U 152s who wanted. Mort in a pretty bad position again. Seems like here there's some slight disconnect, or there's some misclick there with Angreifen. He's not quite sure what the front line is. There you go, Mort cleared out. Not good. Here the MG42 continues to far away. Almost Veterans 1 for that one. The other one is Veterans 2, the Pioneers. Suppressed. Mines going up, preparing for any potential German counterattack. Getting closer to your flak pants if that is once. Or the Stugo, who could of course also just go for a Panzer IV, which can also work and certainly prevent for any further future armour. But a flak pants again would be able to give him sort of the maximum infantry carnage if he wants that. There you go, incendiary armour pins rounds then utilised here by Ihitto, whereas Angreifen's not using it all. Very good there. Very good there. Incendiary armour pins rounds when used properly can absolutely wreck apart an enemy's infantry assault, for example. I mean, it's not just for dealing with light vehicles, it also does quite a number on infantry. In particular, up close, it can absolutely massacre it. Mortar retaking it, but then again might be cleared out again. Oh, it looks like he made the escape here. Albeit ever briefly. Flak pads are there on the way. Could only seem like Ihitto might be aiming for an IS-2. That could certainly give Angreifen further a headache. He's still not choosing that doctrine himself. Flak pads are almost there. Katyusha moving ahead, Kanska following up. Could be another devastating close quarters barrage here. Versus, well, closer quarters. Not quite close, but you know, close. Remember, distance between the weapon firing and of course the target sort of determines the spread of its shell shots. And of course with the rocket weapons, that's very important. So the MG42 got wiped. Losing him quite a bit of veterans here, going to pushing up, and there we go. Flak pans arriving in. It's time here for the mid-game analysis. Current situation for Angreifen can be best described as bleak. If you're being particularly harsh, though, of course, you might describe it as rather ugly. So, I mean, he's not really got a lot of options. He suffered some harsh loss here. The Katyusha's really sort of giving Ihitto a huge edge, plus those slight mistakes that Angreifen made for whatever reasons have rather given Ihitto a bit of an edge again, also giving an MD42, which is not actually Veterans 1 on its way towards Veteran 2. So we've got more infantry, and overall Angreifen is struggling to gain any sort of footing. I mean, he really needs to choose a doctrine first of all. Armour doctrine could work maybe for a Pack 43 just in case something big arrives. At this point, that could be a very vital, in particular, also just went for a flak panzer. I mean, a Pack 40, for example, is going to struggle on its own versus an I2. A Pack 43, less so, though, of course, it's not going to be all easy since there is the Katyusha and a well-coordinated contrary barrage could easily clear out the Pack 43, so it's not without its risk there for Angreifen. Another option, of course, is mechanized assault, but the Tiger's going to be too expensive. It's not really much other from the doctrine. Of course, elite troops still on the table. Stun grenades, Jaeger sort of help with the infantry. And I suppose in the end it would offer up a Tiger race, which could sort of be sort of maybe try and swing things a bit more in his favour again. Of course, it would also prove to be the final nail in the coffin, albeit a very nice golden nail, finally crafted by the finest craftsman of the decade. Though that's hardly going to be any sort of comfort for him. But he's definitely need to sort of pull off a flank here, I think, with a flak panzer, try and sneak about here, get behind the units, get behind the infantry, catch as much as you can, wipe it out, get the Katyusha, and maybe even sort of wipe out some infantry on retreat. If you can do that, that might be a huge chance of they're getting back for Angreifen besides everything else. Fine, Ihitto, I mean, again, T-35s would be good, IS-2 would be good, IS-U perhaps not quite as effective with what he's got at the moment. Otherwise, small mindset to sort of cover the flanks would be good as otherwise keeping up the pressure as he is right now. I mean, otherwise, Ihitto's pretty much on a solid path here considering what Angreifen is doing. There's not really sort of a lot there to sort of specifically point out. Then again, if a Pack 43 appears, concentrated barrage. It's really good for basically clearing out any anti-tank gun crews or weapon crews. So back to the fight here. Countries they're getting mortared.
The enemy still has 300 points.
MD42 crew up, and we got the flak. Then we get the 37mm flak cannon. Katyusha rolling back as well.
IS-2 heavy tanks are now
Shock rifle, which pretty much means we're going to be seeing an IS-2. And of course, the Russians were keen to mount their rockets on pretty much anything, even mounted on light tanks. There will also note, by the way, these were not the biggest rockets the Russians actually strapped to. I believe they strapped some much bigger rockets. Though, of course, they also then fired about maybe 4 or 8 of them. But little fun fact there. Flak Panzers, they're doing what they can, but it's not really sort of getting into the enemy, really tearing them apart yet. MG42, they pushed away. Mine being cleaned up. We got the ice moving ahead there. Shot fire, missed horribly. I'm sure much to the relief of the Pioneer unit in the stepping right on the mine there, of course. Mines have been cleared up. Pack 40 moving up. Need to stop up. I think he moved a bit too far there. I've got a bit too eager. Shot missed there. Oh, he's moving it again though, giving it much free time to basically pummel away there. Shot missed again though. Panzerfaust going off. He get failed to penetrate. Pack 40 failed to penetrate as well. The thick slope down here of the IS-2 certainly proving quite vicious here versus the Germans. IS-2 getting ready to move ahead again. Shot fired there. Pack 40 losing a man. We are seeing festering armor now. Pack 43 might in fact be his only option. He's trying to get the Pack 40 away, but I fear it might be too late. He could try and lay down a smoke screen here with the mortar. Uses Flak Panzer, but there he goes. Got the crew. Flak Panzer needs to go away there. Grenadiers. Lost the Grenadier squad. Really got a Katyusha barrage firing again. Straight on the Pack 40 though. Smoke coming from the Flak Panzer, but sadly the Pack 40 did not make it out of that one alive. The situation is disastrous. He's making some progress on the sides. We've got a constant that's stopped by the MD42 once more operating on its own, pretending to be a hero. Problem is, it's the wrong kind of hero Germany needs right now. And there we go, we got Pack 43 going up, the exact kind of hero Germany needs right now. Unless, of course, it gets spotted. On the other hand, it doesn't. And it seems like here Ihitto is actually parking it unexpectedly right in its arc of fire. Incendiary barrage going down. I mean, Ihitto's basically letting Angreifen have everything he can throw at him.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
Panzerfaust here versus the IS-2. Dushka and Craction Machine Gun Engine going to damage the Grenadiers. Down to 2 men running straight for the Inferno. Barely infantry, in fact he might lose the Grenadiers. No, looks like he passed through the fires. I suppose a more literal baptism of fire there. Infantry fatigue will be almost down. Pack for 3 almost ready. IS-2 though, down to half health here. And he's going up again with another Panzerfaust, determined to damage it. No, there you go, the Pack 43 gets off a hit. And inadvertently, Ihitto keeps moving within its arc of fire. Shot bounced though, Pack 43 shot bounced. Will it survive? A final shot though cooks off the IS-2 before it gets away cleanly. That was damn close there though. Small victory there for Angreifen. The situation though is still best described as absolutely desperate. Katyusha barrage going off here, hitting foliage, well hitting foliage and grass and other bits there. MG42 getting cut down by the Flak Panzer, constantly roaring ahead here. Moving ahead though, going to get knocked out a few by anti-tank grenades, and there we go, even has his slight advantage there, he rather threw it away in a mad gambit. Now he's down to so little there. He's still holding on though. He wrecked the IS-2. And the sun going to some time before the rise. In fact, he could easily get another Flak Panzer in the meanwhile. Question is though, will he get a Flak Panzer to deal with it? In which case he should do it just now. Just get it, go after them. I suppose a command tank could also be another option. And Cortier flying right, they can't get him before setting up. Pack 43 joining as much as possible. Really needs to do anything here. There we go. Flak Panzer on the way again here for Angreifen. Can he turn this around? Can he turn this around? Because then it's now. Repairing the Pack 43 though, by the way, is a good idea. Light machine guns for the last grenadier unit, by the way, would also be a good idea there for Angreifen the field. Forcing up, you got the pack for the feet, just constantly firing away, hoping to knock it out. Oh, wiped the counter unit, wiped it. A small victory there for Angreifen here versus Ihitto. Veteran T2. Intending armor pits really good, doing good. But sadly, it seems like it's not. And there you go. Another flak punch, and there's not really any anti-tank there from Ihitto. He is getting a field goal. No, he cancels it for more conscripts. Flak punch moves ahead, tears into the conscripts. Now's the chance to really go on the hunt, go on the offensive. Angreifen, vorwärts. No conscripts roaring into it, forcing a bit away there. Negative cover. So close as they're getting it, so close, but not quite. 4 kills are on in the pack for the fleet. Flak punch needs to be repaired as soon as possible. Got conscripts there on the right, Katyusha falling back, almost victory too. A small reprieve here has been bought for Angreifen. Can he take the advantage though? Can he make something more meaningful out of it? Will it merely be the eye of the storm before the Soviet sledgehammer falls again and crashes his neck? Flak puncher there almost done, and there we go. Vorwärts, Leute. Need to get more infantry. He's going for an infantry company, apart from just saying, skip that, get some panzer grenadier instead. Of course, that is merely me. Using the flak punch, imagine the grenadier standing on a demo charge, he's none the wiser. And neither is Ihitto, thankfully. But now we got a field gun as well, that's going to make things a bit more awkward here for the flak panzer. Just a bit. Oh dear, so close, that's knocking out. There you go, field gun opening up. Need to pull that flak panzer away. Mortar in the back position as well, MG42 is nowhere near to support the front line. Bit unfortunate there for Angreifen. Good flank here. Could again, I feel, do a lot of damage here to Ihitto, who pulled off properly there with the flak panzer. Might be seeing what's happening here then. Might be. Two reinforcing. Katyusha moving ahead. Looks like he's setting up for another ice. In fact, he could go for a field catch speed up. And there you go. Flak punch got hit by conscripts and a field gun. Still getting off some kills there. A well-handled flak panzer is a devastating weapon to Soviet infantry. Devastating. It does to a certain extent work on flanking them and sort of catching them off guard here and there. It is absolutely excellent at sort of punishing a lone infantry squad if the opponent isn't careful. Katyusha bears it straight versus it! And he used a concentrated barrage there. Well done, well done. I'm sure Angreifen is of a different opinion. Second eyes too here, of course. Now Ihitto, of course, will be more careful now when he knows there's pack 3 there. But even then, I mean, it's not going to be able to cover a lot of the vital part of the battlefield, so it's going to be certainly still a problem here, and certainly a challenge for Angreifen to sort of get through this. He was sadly not able to capitalise on the flak panzer enough in between the time the first one was knocked out and the second one got her out there, which is rather unfortunate there. Marta being cleared up by the flak panzer, even a demo charge there got set off. IS-2 moving in here on the side. Not bad. But it is mortar crew top. Here's the IS-2 moves ahead. Bismarck trying to get off a panzer fast. Pack 3 sets up. He's got mentioned to one. He doesn't have the munitions here for a target weak point. If only he had that. If only he had that. I'm pretty sure could have gotten that IS-2 out of the game right there. Field gun there bombarding his MG42, forcing away even as his own MG42 crawls forward through the blood and the muck. And then the conscripts almost get knocked out by the two. He's not even stopping to fire. Forwards, comrades, do not worry. It is special magical ammunition that will never hurt the true socialist. It killed Fury. He's not a socialist. Katyusha barrage straight into the base there. 29 kills there, victory to that. Katyusha definitely proven to be an absolutely excellent investment there for Ihitto. Conscripts moving ahead. And he lost something. I think that was his last Grenadier escort there, by the way.
We have it.
Dreadful stuff there for Angreifen. Dreadful stuff.
You need something built?
Flamethrowers creeping up there to deal with the Pack 43. Flak Panzer being forced in. Got the MD-42 moving ahead here. Flak Panzer moving up to deal with those pesky engineers or pioneers, whatever.
Supply sector under attack.
Opening up there. Oh, might be actually. Oh, incendiary barrels going down there. He doesn't even get to kill the engineers. Rather unfortunate there.
We are losing supplies to the enemy.
Lighter fighting here. Pack 43 he can reinforce it though, thanks to the presence of the infantry company nearby. The question is, will Angreifen make use of it? No, he won't. Instead, he'll leave the crew there to burn up horribly. MD-42 there cleared out by the Pack 43. 35 kills. An absolute menace. More pioneers on the way for Angreifen. Ihitto moving ahead again. Medic bunker cleared out. That was his second medic bunker, by the way.
The enemy is down to 100
Angreifen's definitely determined and spirited, but he's rather having a hard time going anywhere with it afterwards. Katyusha rolling hit it again. Their field gun creeping about.
Incendiary artillery barrage ready to fire.
Pack
Combat
43 being repaired.
engineers are standing by.
Another MD-42 there purloined from Angreifen's armory, which is ever shrinking. You got the Pack 43 here trying to kill anything.
Enemy has 75 points.
So far, not quite having any success. And we got another barrage going down here. And there we go, another concentrated barrage. Again, note there how absolutely swiftly it sorted out the crew. I mean, no doubt about that one. Those guys are dead. Of course, it quickly recruits it, but even then, that's just going to sort of further cause a mess here for Angreifen. Further force to spend manpower, which you can't afford. I still move ahead though. Being a bit too slow to take advantage of it. In fact, he might want to just rush the position just to be sure it was knocked out. Still, I2 makes it out of there. Pack 43 does not finish it off. Got field gun barraging the position as well now.
We have taken the enemy down to 50 points.
Overall, there doesn't seem to be much here that Angreifen can do. Black Panther moves ahead.
Enemy forces are
Keep through there. I2 takes. Oh, Black Panther taking a hit there from the eyes too. Consul flying away there most merrily. Halfway to veteran free for the Katyusha. Could be going for a Panther 4 here. Looks like a regular barrage here now against the Pack 43. The remaining thorn in the side here by Ihitto. Almost got it there, almost! Direct hit! Pack 43 though still stands, though barely. And probably caked in with the blood and gore of several crews. Just going to speed this up a bit. I mean, at this point, there's not really much here that Angreifen can do to sort of turn this around. This is pretty much easy. In fact, he's getting another flak panzer. His victory points are rather low. Incendiary barrage pretty much preventing him going in there. Victory barrage going off there. Pack 53 utterly wrecked. And there you go, just charging in, but it's a bit too late for these kind of tactics. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Game over there, a loss for Germany, a victory for the Soviet Union. Some interesting play there from Angreifen, but he kept making these sort of small mistakes. That combined, I think, with some strategic hiccups there again. He basically rushed to the third tier, then went back without getting to the third tier. I think that was definitely sort of an initial misstep there. And then sort of Ihitto was basically able to sort of take it on from there overall, sort of slowly, but overall building up an advantage there versus Angreifen, which Angreifen simply couldn't get back from. Partly because he really refused to sort of try and flank. At a certain point, he just sort of kept making head-on assault, sort of trying to sort of outmaneuver his opponent with the flak pants, sort of really do a lot of damage to Ihitto that way. So I think that was sort of rather where things went wrong. But even then, nice to see something that's not just Grenadier spam. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. I hope it gave some ideas for matches. If it did, why not subscribe, tell your friends, share it with everyone. If not, send a replay and some feedback in the comments section. This is Imperial Dane saying cheers and thank you all for watching. Bye.